What's up, ladies and gents? This is KC Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Well, we finally had time to go into the 35 Prison of Elders and face off against Skolas. Now, Skolas received a little bit of a change and tweak to his battle. You can't melt him down with the yellow horns immediately anymore, so we're going to go ahead and walk through this battle. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. There's daily Destiny content here, so you can't go wrong with that. Now, as the battle starts off, again, there are no burns. Skolas' health used to be 27,000 and now it's all the way down to 15,000. That should give you an idea of how much the burn was actually doing to him each week. First things first, you still have to do the same thing. The Ghost Servitors basically make it so Skolas doesn't take damage. Whenever you kill them, you've got your roughly 20 seconds to go ahead and deal damage to him. Now, it's not as imperative to absolutely melt him right here, but if you can break the Servitor bonds, that's great right away. If you don't, you just move down to the left-hand side and go ahead and kill the next Ghost Servitor down to the left. We ended up breaking his bonds, and after that, I would personally recommend running off to the left. You're going to be making a lot of loops around this arena throughout the battle. Pretty much staying on the outside is going to help you stay safe, especially if your teammates happen to fall down and die throughout the battle, which is probably going to happen. Between all the enemies that are shooting you and Skolas' essence that he throws up, you're gonna die just a little bit. Just a little bit. And that's kind of the other thing. You need to stick together as a team because you need to absorb these essences. See, I just absorbed the essence from my buddy and now I have a countdown of about 30 seconds before I die. Now the problem is, because I just took the essence off of somebody, that person is actually immune from taking it off of me. Now in order for this to work, you actually need to really be mindful of the countdown timer on your own screen. And that can be really rough when 1, you're trying to kill enemies, 2, you're trying to stay alive, and 3, you're trying to look for Skolas wherever you can find it. But you still have to call it out, and we were trying to basically call it out whenever we had, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds or so on the timer. 10 or less seconds seems like a pretty decent amount to go ahead and pick it up off of your teammate. And you can see now I'm immune. I can't pick up the essence for at least 40 seconds, which is how you don't pass it back and forth between just 2 people. So yeah, you do need 3 people in order to do this. Now the other interesting thing is Skolas' enemies, the adds that come in, they come in on different health intervals, and you can actually wipe them all out. So I really recommend doing that before doing some other parts of the fight. By doing this, you essentially can control the arena, and that's always a good thing. It's much better to just face off against Skolas instead of Skolas and all the rest of his fallen army. Definitely better. Now you're actually going to have to take care of the mines, so again, make sure you've got that essence in plan, and 2, having a Titan or a Hunter would be really good for taking care of the middle mine, because you can either be invisible or pop your bubble on that mine. Now back over here on this side, I find that this is probably one of the easiest places to go ahead and dismantle mines, but the opposite side of the map isn't bad either if all the enemies are on this side. And you can see you can go ahead and pick up that right now because we were drawing all the attention over to us back at the far end. Now again, like I said, the middle part is the most difficult, so if you have your Titan, make sure he pops his bubble, or as a Hunter, be invisible and sit there, and then run away. Now unfortunately, our teammate ended up dying, but that's not the time to panic or leave. It is time for the 2 remaining surviving Guardians to run over there and hopefully pick up this mine. We can hopefully pick it up. Again, you all know that if you have multiple Guardians on the mine, you dismantle it quicker. And we did, and it is time to get the heck away from there because that is a bad spot. Like I said, if your teammates are down, you're going to have to really be mindful of how you go about doing this essence. I ended up having to pick it up as soon as we got back to a safe area, and the next thing to do would be to revive our teammates. At the end, the mines come back again whenever Skolas gets even lower at health. So what we decided was, when we saw him roughly around 25% or so, we decided we were going to do one final burn. And you can see where his health is and where we're at the back. We made sure we had our essence all taken care of, and now it's Gallahorn or bust time. And you can see that even at 25% or so health, we ended up melting him down just that easy. So the cool thing about this new fight is it was a lot of what I expected. Basically, it took longer than obviously a 30-second kill. This one was roughly an 18-minute or so kill on this battle, this final victory. We ended up fighting Skolas for about 30 minutes total. We had 1 or 2 wipes before this. So it's not as bad as, you know, whenever you were doing the 40-second kill and you'd go in and you'd waste your Galahorns and you'd have to pop a heavy ammo synth or two and wait 10 minutes between chances, and yeah, that was just no fun at all. This was roughly 30 minutes in the entire Skolas battle, deaths and victory, and we ended up taking him down. That sure beats the multiple hours that were taking plenty and plenty and plenty of teams before, and I think that's what Bungie wanted. Now you're doing the entire mechanics of the battle, and you're still able to take down Skolas, because I don't think he's too difficult, but I think he is a little bit of a challenge. So I think you're going to be able to go ahead and do it, especially with some of these strategies. You can see I got my Elder Cipher here, and it's time to go ahead and jump down and pop open those chests. And again, I can't stress enough that you should definitely kill the ads that Skolas brings in. Killing them is going to make your life so much easier whenever you need to go ahead and face them. You saw at the end we only had Skolas, because we killed everything else in the arena. So now let's go ahead and see what I got. Everybody's down here. Time to pop open these chests. We get a little bit of this. We get a little bit of that. No treasure keys, but we're going to go ahead and pop open the big chest. And what? Purifier robes. That's probably the first exotic that I got from the big chest since week 1. So that's awesome. That was a nice little drop. And I got another ship. So now all my guardians can have big ships. Big dolphin ships. Awesome. So anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Skolas, and I'll see you around in Destiny 35.